Today we are making this amazing Christmas village. It looks stunning lit up on your fireplace, on a mantle, or even as a table centerpiece. Hi y'all, welcome to Daily Dose of DIY. My name is Chris and we are on day 11 of our Christmas Craft Kickoff event. That means you get this SVG file for free for the next 24 hours. Just head to dailydoseofdiy.com/Christmas22, scroll down to day 11, fill in your first name and email address, click send my SVG, and I will email this to you right away. You'll also be given the option to upgrade to the Instant All Access Pass if you missed the free period or you want to grab all 14 projects that has over 30 SVG files, plus printable PDF instructions. So be sure to check out that deal. Let's take a look now at all the supplies we will need to make this Christmas village. You're going to need 5 sheets of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. I'm using white and this is 110 pound. I did the test in 65 pound and it will work, but it is a little flimsy. So for structure, if you have it, I suggest a heavier duty cardstock. You might also want some vellum paper. This is totally optional, but it does add a nice effect and give a nice glow. I'm using 2 different types of glue. I'm going to use some glue tape and some quick dry tacky glue, and then some LED tea lights that I will place behind them. You can also use string lights or however you want to light it up. Let's head over to the design space and take a look at the SVG and what we need to do to get it cut. I'm going to hit the upload button over on the left. I already have the design in design space here. If you need help uploading and downloading, just reach out to me. I'll also put a link to a tutorial in the description below that will help you get to this point. So I'm going to just reduce the screen size here so we can see everything. And when you're putting it together, I recommend you come back here and look at the lineup so you know how it goes together. The dark blue over here is the vellum cutouts. So if you're not going to cut the vellum, you would ungroup everything and then you can just select these layers and delete them. The light blue is what I'm cutting in white. There is nothing you need to do here. I have the score lines already in there for you, so you can just click the Make It button and it will take us to the matte screen. Now, these will fit on 8.5 by 11 sheets. You can see it's going to be close, but with Cricut's margins, they will not allow us to select 8.5 by 11 because they think it's out of the margin. So the lowest they'll let us go is 9 by 12. It'll be close, but it'll fit. So I'm just going to go ahead and click the Continue button and note that I need to load my paper horizontally or vertically on my cut mat. From here, I'm going to choose a poster board since I'm using that heavy duty cardstock, and you have that on your dial if you have an Explorer as well. Let's head over and get this loaded and cut. Cricut did indicate they're cutting the houses first, so I'm going to start with my white cardstock and load it vertically. I'm actually going to, because it is close, I'm going to give a little bit of a line off of there. That allows for Cricut's margin. I don't think it will make a difference, and I'll show you if it does on any of them. But I'm going to give me a little bit more space on this side. And then we'll get our mat loaded and hit the go button and it will cut. When we switch to vellum paper, I will come back and show you how to change the materials in Design Space. Okay, all the cardstock has finished cutting and it all did fit on an 8.5 by 11, like I said. When you remove it from your mat, you want to flip your mat over and gently peel your mat back. And then you'll have lots of little pieces from the windows. The easiest way to get those off is just to grab your scraper tool and scrape them off. Now we will go into Design Space and I'll show you. There we are. I will show you how to change to vellum, which is what I'm cutting next. So you just want to click this little down arrow here. If you have an Explorer, set your dial to custom. Once this menu opens, that then gives you the opportunity to browse all materials again. Just type it in there. I have no idea if I'm spelling it right. Looks like maybe I did. Select it off the menu and then you can cut your vellum layers. Okay, all my vellum's cut. I must have had a spot on my mat that wasn't quite sticky because a few of them came up and they didn't cut, so not a big deal. I'm just going to trim them up with my scissors. Then we are going to match up all the vellum with the corresponding cutouts for the village. Once the vellum is matched up with the paper cutout, I'm going to go back. I'm looking in Design Space here. I have right here, like I said, I have the village lined up. This is how it goes together. So I'm going to put it in order the way it goes together and make sure I have the correct side up. So you can see I had to flip most of my vellum around to get it on the proper side, but we're all in order now and we're ready to glue the vellum to the back of the village. I am going to use my glue strip to do this. It just puts a strip of glue in various places and then I can place the vellum sheet on top. As I finish gluing, I flip them back over upside down, so they should still be in order, but if you need to double check with the design to make sure you're still in order, you want to do that. The next thing we're going to do is start gluing them together. So I'm going to put a piece of tacky glue down this strip. You can see where the perforations are. So I'm going to glue on the opposite side of the perforation. Then line them up at the bottom and glue them together. Once that is dry, go down to the next one. The church is the center, so each side of him will have something to glue to. Once this one's dry, I'm going to go ahead and fold the perforations to give me more space to work on the other side. So I'm going to fold that one in, and I'm just going to fold every other one the opposite direction. Now we're ready to work on the other side. I'm going to start by gluing the tab. And then glue the tab on the last section. Now we're ready to go set it up and put our lights behind it. I think it's going to look gorgeous. Let's go take a look. Wow, isn't that gorgeous? And this will be a great addition to your Christmas decor. Thank you so much for crafting with me today on day 11 of our Christmas kickoff event. Don't forget to get your free SVG at dailydoseofdiy.com/Christmas22, and we'll see you here tomorrow for day 12. God bless.